So welcome everyone for today's, which is the final pitch of this amazing program that we put together here from Australia, exclusively for Latin America. A travel and culture hackathon, which is an entrepreneurship program exclusively for Latin America, for university students. We were so honored to partner with the embassies of Panama, El Salvador, and Guatemala to make it happen. So thank you for trusting Academy of Entrepreneurs and helping us to make an amazing impact in Latin America. So it's been an honor for us, and we are pleased to have this opportunity to work with you together to pursue our mission as Academy of Entrepreneurs, which is create impact for young leaders from young generations all over the world, and showing them that entrepreneurial skills is one of the ways to create social impact in the world. So thank you for trusting us. So today, what's going to happen today? So this is the final pitch. So we have 5 weeks of program, okay, where the students had access to top-notch entrepreneurial knowledge and access to one of the greatest master classes with entrepreneurial experts, and also mentoring every week. So they've been working on the business ideas, and we did an internal kind of competition to select one representative for each country. So we have one from Panama, Jamal, one from El Salvador, okay, and one from Guatemala. So we have Rudy and also Jacqueline. So they will be pitching their ideas today, and we have a great panel of judges. So I would like to say thank you for accepting our invite to Mr. Oscar Ramos, who is the Ministro o Director General de AMPYME, what is the Autoridad de la Micro y Pequeña y Mediana Empresa en Panama. Thank you so much for joining and accepting our invite. We also have His Excellency, Mr. Ronald Recinos, the Ambassador of Guatemala in Australia. So thank you so much for also trusting Academy of Entrepreneurs and accepting the invite. We have Mrs. Astrid Moreno, the Minister, Counselor, and Deputy from the Embassy of El Salvador in Australia. So thank you so much, Astrid, for participating today. We have Mrs. Margarita Zurita, the Charge d'Affaires from the Embassy of Panama in Australia. So thank you, Margarita, for joining. And we have Fernando Ramirez, Senior Economic Advisor from Austrade, which is the Australian Trade and Investment Commission in Australia. And we also have a special guest. We have la licenciada Gladys Argumedo, who is the Coordinadora de Cooperación e Integración de SITCA, Secretaría de Integración Turística de Centroamérica, who is joining, I think it's from El Salvador. So we have people from El Salvador, from Panama, Colombia, Australia. So it's amazing what we can do with this technology. And the students are, each one is in their own country. So thank you everyone for joining. And thank you everyone who is watching this on Facebook Live, and everyone who will watch this recording later. Okay. So without any more ado, I would like to say Paola Mills, who is the founder and CEO of the Academy of Entrepreneurs. You would like to give us some opening words before we start with the pitches.
Oh, thank you, Lewis. Thank you. And like Lewis saying, thank you for having the confidence in us and letting us create this huge impact together with your support. This project actually started as a dream. I have this habit of every year going on holidays for my birthday and taking all of my friends with. So we normally get a whole plane and we close. And last year, we couldn't go overseas to create impact. So we always go, we choose a country and we do a lot of impact. We build orphanages, schools, we teach different languages and programs. And last year we couldn't do it. And I started looking at travel and tourism, which is one of the most exciting parts of the world, because it just has this amazing experience. And I'm like, wow, so many jobs have disappeared in the world, but travel and tourism has absolutely stopped. And there's so many things that we could digitalize. We could digitalize a cooking class from Colombia, a tango class from Argentina. We can have a craft class from El Salvador, or a coffee training or tour of Guatemala. And I was just like, why don't we reactivate the economy of Latin America, which is the most exciting, has the most exciting experience? Why don't we reactivate by giving students the entrepreneurial skills to pick the things that they love from the culture, from the country, from the community, and put it digitally on different platforms through different solutions in ways that the gringos, the Western world, we can start purchasing, start strengthening that relationship between Australia, Latin America, so that once borders are open, Latin America will be the main and first place we'll think about on going on holidays. And we know that when we activate tourism, we also activate jobs, investment, innovation, and so many things. From there, I knocked on the door of your beautiful embassies, and everyone just with a big smile and a big arm hugged us and welcomed us into the project. So thank you so much. And today is the final day where we're going to see these three amazing legends that have worked so hard on identifying beautiful opportunities that now are going to take over the hearts of us here in Australia. I've already decided that I'm purchasing all of the services, but yes, this is just the beginning of something amazing. This session will be recorded, so please, at the end of today, any idea that you feel a connection with, let's all keep our eyes open for opportunities, for connections, media coverage, and also investors, so we can support these three legends and everybody else that participated in the program as well in succeeding. So we're going to be putting all of them in our website. So welcome, welcome, welcome. And now over back to you, Lewis, because I'm sure everybody can't wait to see their ideas.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Paula. Yeah, so we can start. We're going to start with the first speech of the night. So we have Jacqueline Andrea Aparicio representing El Salvador with her idea Reactiva. So Jackie, how are you?
I'm kind of nervous, but I'm gonna do my best to show the idea.
I know you will do. I know you will do fantastic. So let me know if you can. Let me just give you the rights to share the screen. Let me know. Set up your slides, and let me know when you're ready.
Okay, just give me a moment. You are able to see the screen?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can see.
Okay. So just give me one moment. And I'm gonna start. Okay. So I'm gonna start right now.
All right.
Good afternoon. I'm Jackie, and I'm gonna talk to you about my business model that is called Reactivate, or the TIP project, like I call it. So, you know, the COVID-19, the pandemic, to patterns that we have in life. I mean, we are not able to do first festival, local trade to buy craft, and cultural agents and tourism agents were affected because of that. It has been 18 months where the problematic has been on, and we are not able to commercialize like in a normal way the tourism and the craft that we produce in El Salvador. I work in tourism, and I know how this affects the market and the persons that produce these kind of products in my country. And I love to show the culture, the history that we have, the amazing landscape that we have in El Salvador. And the pandemic just affected us. I mean, it just stopped the whole business that we were creating and innovating in cultural and tourism area. So why Reactivate? Why the TIP project? Why we should care about this project? Well, you know, I already say, love tourism. I love El Salvador, and I care about you like a tourist. I know that you have had a really hard time being at home, not getting to the beach, not getting to the mountain. And my mission right now is to giving you that personalized things for me to fix the problem that the industry of tourism and cultural trade has in these 18 months. So Reactivate, it combines three words that are important in the tourism area. The first one that is the tourism, the travel, and the technology, because we want to mix them together. we want to create a business idea where we can mix these three words that are important to the tourism. Just one important fact, the Minister of Tourism said actually that in El Salvador, we lost $440 million due to pandemic because the business just got stuck, like we said at the beginning of the meeting. So the mission right now is to take all the Salvadorian resources of cultural and tourism to the online world, where we can digitalize the experiences for you like a tourist, and we can help to the local handcraft makers to rebuild the economy. I want you to know the success cases like Rafael and Sonia, who actually start by making coffee. They say, hey, we can produce coffee. And after that, they say, hey, we have this farm and we are doing the process of coffee and I want to open tours of coffee. And after that, they say, hey, I got this hostel. I'm going to build a hostel, then open the hostel. But then the pandemic just came and they just got stuck. The business just came down and they are having a really hard time on the market for them to sell the product and also to develop the touristic plan that they have to let know about how the coffee is made. So actually the plan is working right now on an online platform with the cultural and nostalgic product that we produce, I mean the craft that we produce in El Salvador, and put it on the line to sell it. After that, we want to improve the platform to sell tourist packages where you are going to be exploring El Salvador and putting the country as a destination of tourism. And then we're also going to use this platform like a database to have the entrepreneurships of cultural and tourism. And once we are able to do new festivals and new fairs, having this platform and this information to put them on this and have face-to-face events one more time. But how it will work? Okay, at the beginning we have to come because actually I'm talking to some of the cultural entrepreneurs and craft persons to let them know that the e-commerce actually is a really good idea. We can export the products, we can send the products, cultural things in our country and outside the country. That will be for one side. And on the other side, we are planning to build the first business model of e-tourism in El Salvador, because we want you to feel special and we want you to know the beautiful landscapes that we have. Okay, but the main question actually is, how is this going to make money? Okay, like I was mentioning on the first hand with the e-commerce and the local production of craft, we are going to create two packages that we are going to be announcing to the craftsmen, that it will be the online and just the online package that it's going to cost an amount of money according to the space that they use, and the other one that it will be the online plus the physical space that it will be also charged according to the space that they use. But the main resource of Creativity or the T project, it will be the special tours, because I want to share the beautiful things that we have in El Salvador. I want me to create tours where you can decide if we are going from one highway, if we are going for the mountain, if we are going to the beach, and I want to tell the story about that. And I want you to feel the experience through the internet and through online. And those special events, it will have a cost also for us to have the availability of the event. And like it's gonna be online, every person outside the country, it will be invited, if they want, to have these special tours with us. So like that, also let me tell you that we are going to be investing this money one more time by refreshing the page and by working on the page according to the seasons. We are going to be giving the maintenance on the platform. And also let me tell you that one of the greatest things that we can do with this is that we are going to be creating a value exchange that it will help us to get a more stronger commerce between the services that we already got on tourism and craft and cultural things. And we are going to connect them through the platforms because, I mean, like an example on tourism, we are going to connect the local tourist guide with the local tour operators, generating different kinds of jobs, direct and indirect jobs. So what do I want for you? The main question. Well, first of all, I want you to help me, to guide me. How can I build this idea? How can I develop this idea? Because you already got the experience. And sometimes we are having some issues with the legal matters in some countries. And also, I want you to provide me potential investors because, you know, I know it's hard, but we need some money to start this business. It's not that much money. I can give you the quantity if you ask me, but we need it. And I know you can help me with that. So that was my comments. That was my business model. You have over there my contacts. I'm Jacqueline Operation, and I'm able to hear any questions that you get.
Amazing. Thank you. Thank you, Jackie, for your presentation. So now let's open the floor to, you know, the judges. You can jump in with any order, or maybe let me just say the names, otherwise maybe it will be a little bit easier. So Mr. Oscar, do you have any comment, any question for Jackie?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. Jackie, first of all, let me congratulate you on the approach that you've taken. But what makes this proposal so unique? I mean, what makes it so a unique resource for the entrepreneur in tourism as opposed to advertising in any other platform, for example?
Okay, first of all, it's because in El Salvador, we don't have yet the e-tourism idea. I mean, we're still stuck on the presential tourists to get to a restaurant, to get to a beach, to get to a mountain. So that it will be the main difference because we want you, I mean, you are in Panama, right? So I want you to see my tour, to ask me a question through the virtual tour, to know, and then after the, well, not normally say the COVID, after the COVID, just no. After that, you are going to be invited to come to El Salvador and you are going to say, hey, I know it through a tourist, you know it through a tour that you got on the web, and then you got in love because of that, and you came to El Salvador. So it's like the first invitation that we are doing that is, like I mentioned, it was a hard time due to COVID, and you need to get distraction because of that. So I am able to do that through the e-tourism.
Awesome, thank you. Mr. Ronald, you have any question, any feedback for Jackie?
I do, and my question is mostly based on the pricing and the expected revenue. You said that you more or less had an idea of how much money you would need to place this idea in order, and what would that amount be, and how much would you expect to make from it later?
Okay. The amount of money that I need to start this business is $5,000. Most of that is because, you know, if we start with the site, the website, we need to have the designs for the person, for the persons to see a really impacting and shocking images over there. So we have to find someone to do it. We have to have the programmer that it will work on that. But besides that, is also the pictures for the online catalog that we're going to have with the craft persons, because some of them are not persons who got studies, or probably some of them are not persons who got the best camera. So we have to help them also with that. And because we are going to, we are proposing the physical space. So in the physical space, we have to not reveal, but yeah, like to put the right things for the craft of these persons seen like in the most visible way. I have to create that impact on the physical space and also in this website that we are going to produce, that we are proposing. I don't know if that is what you were asking. And also you were asking about how much money I think that it will be, we are going to be receiving because of that. I think you asked.
More or less percentage of the investment in comparison to the revenue that you think that you might be able to obtain.
Okay, with that, I make an account, but that will be depending on the amounts of fragments and the persons that want to get on the site, right? Because I mean, at the beginning, I did the math with 10 entrepreneurs, cultural entrepreneurs. This is for the catalog, online catalog, right? For the craftsmen. We are going to be receiving per month $900. And with the tours, we are going to receiving per month $2,500. If we got just 10 fragments that got the online space, and if we got only, let me see, 50 persons who got the package online. So we are talking about, let me see, $3,400 per month after the first inversion.
Okay, thank you.
All right. I have the hard job of keeping the time. So let's just do one final question. Mrs. Astrid Moreno, would you like to give a question or some feedback for Jackie?
Thank you. Thank you. Well, first of all, congratulations, Jacqueline, and for this initiative. I just have a question about the market size. If you have thought about a language that will you keep only on English with English, or will you have other partners that will work with you? How will that go on? Thank you.
I think that is according to the language, right? Just the language or in general, because I mean, I do have some partners that are going to help me. I need, like I was mentioning, I need a programmer, graphic designer, and like it's something that we want to, for using the word export, we are planning to give special tours. Yeah, we have to do it in at least 2 languages, English and Spanish, because I mean, I'm not able to sell a tour outside the country if I am not able to speak. And right now the English, I think, is one of the language that is like the second one that is calling the word, but we are able also, that's why I call it the T project, because we are able to be expanding according of the demand of the market. And also we can have another phases where we can help the entrepreneurs to give them some education and get them to the formal way and let them know how they can communicate with the persons outside the country. So yeah, it has to have 2 languages at least for us to sell this idea.
Awesome, thank you. I think Paula, you wanted to say something?
No, I was just going to ask you to invite us straight as well, because it's El Salvador to El Salvador, but thank you.
All right, okay, so thank you, Jackie. Thank you for the judges with those amazing questions. I need to try to keep the time, so with the schedule. So we go with the second pitch. We invite Rudy Ramirez Macal from Guatemala with his business idea, Oxyfuse. Hey, Rudy, how are you? I can see you're ready. Okay, so let me know when you're ready and you can start.
Can you hear me well?
I can, yes, I can.
Okay, so ready.
Go for it then.
Hello everyone, my name is Rudy, I'm from Guatemala, and today I'm going to present to you Oxyfuse. We're converting your CO2. So this is my story. You know, when I was in school, I created many business ideas helping local owners like honey, from anywhere from honey to selling waffles with a cart. And now I'm running this big startup that I know that will change the world, which will be Oxyfuse. So let's start with a problem. According to the UN, more than 5 billion people are breathing low quality air above the limits that they recommend. People around the whole world it's estimated to be 3.8 million deaths caused by air pollution. It can cause any diseases up to like heart strokes, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, and even cancer if you are very updated to this bad quality air. And more than half of the body's intake during our lifetime is air inhaled at home, because more right now, because right now we're in pandemic. That's why we also have a problem, focusing on tourism. Guatemala receives about 2 million tourists annually, representing $1.23 billion in earnings every year. And this has been really affected because of the pandemic last year. This estimates 1.6% of the gross national product income annually, calculated in 2019. And the pandemic really affected tourism, and now hotels and resorts need to add more value to their services so they can attract tourists. Again, they have to reinvent themselves and somehow attract them once again, because many people are scared of traveling to other countries. That's why we're presenting this new idea. The current solution in the market are normal HEPA filters. These filters clean only particles in the air, and they don't actually solve the problem like we're gonna do. That's why we present Oxyfuse. This is a filter that will consume CO2 and release oxygen for indoors. It's 50 times more efficient than a normal houseplant. It has a compact design with USB ports to charge your devices for hotels and resorts. And they're gonna be able to clean real air, and when they clean better, when they breathe better quality air, people can become more creative and it relaxes them, which is the whole point of knowing other countries, to get the stress levels, get rid of the stress levels and be relaxed. The technology that this filter will have is that you're going to be able to control it with AI technology from your mobile device and with voice commands, like Alexa and Google Assistant. The market size is estimated to be $2.4 billion in Latin America. In the USA, it's $4.5 billion, $5.5 billion in Asia and Europe, and which it totals to $12.4 billion. The best thing about this filter is that you can replicate it anywhere in the world. We can grow not only in Guatemala, and we're gonna have outsourcing, because all the marketing strategies for social media and everything is gonna be here done in Guatemala, so that we leave capital as a company. The competition, well, most of the competition do clean the air particles, but they don't release oxygen like we do. And CO2 is one of the most abundant greenhouse effects in the gas. So, right now the UN is really worrying about it. That's why we're presenting this solution for households, hotel rooms, hospitals, and even corporate offices. The business model is that you're gonna order a filter for $275 from your device. You're gonna pay an algae subscription for $25 a month. And the algae can be used as a biofertilizer, which I will explain you in a little bit how we're going to use it. And finally, you can enjoy clean oxygen. It's going to be a B2C subscription business model, a roadmap, the MVP, which you can see in my back, that's working. We created this year in the first quarter, 2021. We plan to launch Oxyfuse in the second quarter of 2022. And in the fourth quarter of 2022, we expect to launch our own biofertilizer that's natural with no additives, and it's really good for plants because algae have a lot of nutrients. The work we have won, the world is really talking about us because we won second place in Silicon Valley competing with the best startups in the whole world, because it was an online course this year. And last year I won an honorable mention on a national competition here in Guatemala. My amazing team, I'm the founder and CEO. Andres is my CFO, and Osberto is the chemist biologist, which is helping me to research about microalgae and which one is the best to use. So financial, we are searching for $100,000 for 5% equity. We're gonna invest 15% on research and development, 45% on production, marketing will be 25%, and establishing the business will be 15%. Thank you very much. Let's diffuse oxygen. Amazing,
Rudy. That was on the spot, 5 minutes. Thanks for that. All right, let's start with Mrs. Margarita. Do you have any question, any feedback for Rudy?
Hello, thank you, Rudy. This is a very good idea. It's very amazing, your project. I have a question. Have you tested this device before? It's in the market, or what, and what stage is the project?
Yes, we have a minimal viable product, que es un producto mínimo viable, and I have it in my back. As you can see, this is like the working device. That's the algae. It's, you know, the list. I did like design the list with what I could, you know, but it works. And I already have like a manufacturer who's able to produce it as well. So it does work.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Awesome, thank you. Mr. Fernando Ramirez, would you like to go with one question, feedback for Rudy?
Oh, yeah, thank you. Firstly, Rudy, I agree with Margarita. It's a very well thoughtful your project. You came already with the market size, with all the thoughts. But again, I have questions about the product, how it works. You mentioned that you have a subscription of an algae, and I'm assuming you have some type of algae there, clean the air, and then you have to replace those algae. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yes, so it's expected to be like an easy maintenance that the user can do it. You know, I just did like simply drop out this old algae once it's like ends its life cycle, and you can pour it on a plant, another plant that you have it in your house, so that it grows because it has a lot of nutrients. Actually, I didn't give the presentation, but thanks to microalgae, we have oxygen in the world because of the oceans, because they produce around 65% of the world's oxygen. So what we're trying to do here is put a little bit of the ocean in your house to clean the air, because it's like I mentioned in the presentation, most of us breathe around more than half of our lifetime inside our homes, more right now with the pandemic. So we have to, it's a problem that we are trying to attack, to also attract tourism to the country. And it's a replicable model anywhere in the world, basically, and in any country.
Thank you, Rudy.
Awesome. Maybe we can go with Mr. Ronald. You have any question for Rudy? Any comment?
Yeah, I would like to congratulate him as well, like everybody else has done. And I have a quick question about the logistics of it. I imagine that you already have the contacts with proper labs and experts in the matter, and they have told you that this is viable?
Yes, I've actually talked to some engineers, because, you know, it's not, I'm a business guy, not like so scientific or technical, but yes, like it's part of my team, chemical biology, that he has a lot of experience. And I've been self-taught, you know, with internet, we have access to so much information. So I've researched it online. And actually in Spain, there's like a big plant of microalgae. They have like a super big area where they are growing it, but they use it for another reason. They use it for crops, for biofertilizer as well, but they don't use it for homes, and that's what we want to do. And so it does work.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome. We have time for one final question for Rudy. Anyone would like to unmute and go for it?
Yeah, I would like to, well, again, I congratulate you because you were right on point with your whole presentation, Rudy. But I want to know, do you have like a patent on this system, or what's your next step on this?
Yes, so Paula gave me a contact of a great guy she knows. So we're working on it. We're trying to patent, at least for a utility model patent, you know, because photosynthesis is a natural process, but at least, you know, we know that we can patent the design for a model of utility. So that's like the next step. And yes, that will be it. Thank you.
All right, fantastic. Thanks, Rudy, for your presentation. And now we can go with the final pitch. We invite Jamal Diaz-Perez from Panama with his business idea, Llano Nopo Rainforest Hotel and Camp. Let me know when you're ready, Jamal, and you can start.
Well, hello, my name is Jamal Diaz from Panama. My project is Llano Rainforest Hotel and Camp. The Nove Bugle. Nove Bugle is the most robust and longest lived traditional culture in Panama. They have a beautiful hand-woven dress like Nahua, like a picture slide, have the dance and ritual to attract the fortune or award of the evil spirit. Like, do you hear me, no?
Yes, yes, yes. We hear well.
They have these traditional tutumas made with pumpkins and coconuts to serve cocoa and other drinks. The tradition are so impressionant and so extent that I have no time to explain all of them. But Nove Bugle have problem. Nove Bugle is losing his culture. Through the generation, due the fact that many young people emigrate to the central cities in search of opportunity. Nove Bugle have area to difficult access and have a material poverty due to the neglect of the government. But Llano have the idea to save and preserve this culture. How? Convert the area in a tourist area using his beautiful landscape, the virgin waterfall, the hiking, native culture, and history. How to preserve it? Teaching them how to use culture as a business opportunity. If Llano convert in a tourist area, the government invests most in the community. Now, Llano is a camp and tour project with the intention to become a rainforest hotel. The service we offer are the reserve area, hygienic bathroom, kitchen area, and the tours to the waterfall and the hiking. The hiking is recommended to the 12 to 44, 45 years old because this is the age of the best condition to this travel. We have professional photography, local restaurant, and if we become to Rainforest Hotel, we have a rustic cabin, lunch, breakfast, and other service. The benefits of the Llano project is avoid the loss of culture, create jobs for the community, inject the Panama economy with bring external money to the country, convert the community in a tourist area, create more business opportunity in the area like a restaurant around the hotel, export a bit of culture of Panama. This is the waterfall of interest, Kiki waterfall and waterfall of Soloy. This is the hiking trail. We come up to the mountain to see a spectacular visual landscape, or we can turn down for swimming in the river, hiking trail between the river and others. We have a map of the multiple waterfalls around the Llano project, and the competition, we have no competition in the area because in Llano have no more hotel like this, but the travel agency is the competition, but we don't consider them a competition because we want an alliance with them. We want, if you bring me some people to the hotel, we have a discount to the tours all of your clients. And if for the people they can go to the hotel, we have a virtual camp. The virtual camp is the goal to show tradition, indigenous food preparation, lifestyle, and types of clothing. But it's not for only Nove Bugle. We have the Gunayala and Veragunan culture, another culture of Panama. Well, that's my project, and we believe you enjoy it.
Thank you so much, Jamal. So let's open the floor to some questions. I would like to invite our special guest, Licenciada Gladys Argumedo, to offer a question or some feedback for Jamal.
Oh, Jamal, it's pretty interesting, your idea. In Panama, we have a lot of examples for cultural tourism. And I don't know what to say because it's a great idea to develop a new route for tourists. and make the click between the culture and the indigenous people. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Awesome, thank you. Mrs. Astrid, do you have any question, any comment, any feedback for Jamal? You are unmuted. Yes.
Sorry. Well, congratulations, Jamal, for your presentations. It's really interesting, and above all, for all of us Central Americans, it's important to rescue our cultures. And I would like to know if you said that there are some other hotels or some other initiatives, and so how is going to be completely or different, or as an original idea to look for investors for your project? I mean, will you involve really the local people, as I understood? Are you sure that they're going to be there? They really want to be involved on your project?
I don't understand the meaning of your question. If you can accelerate.
You know, for these ideas, normally you will work also with the locals, if I understood correctly. But are you sure they want to be involved? Because in some parts of, you know, they don't really want to be involved. So I want to know how is this original and not only like a hotel, and to show how it is the region, but because they will be involved. And if that's your idea, to let them be involved in this.
Do you have a problem if I answer you in Spanish?
No, of course not, but I don't know if for them it's all right.
Bueno, es que no encontré la palabra.
It's okay for me.
Ahora mismo. Okay.
It's okay for me.
Ya yo he hablado con los representantes de esta comunidad. Yo estuve viajando hacia allá durante algunos meses, conversando sobre esta idea. A los representantes y al cacique de la comarca le presenté esta idea y les pareció muy buena y están contando con todo mi apoyo. La intención original era comenzar con un hotel, pero por falta de capital decidimos comenzar con un campamento, como lo han sugerido entre todos nosotros. Ahora, apenas consigamos el capital, la idea es edificar unas 3, 4 cabañas para incentivar el turismo tanto nacional como internacional. Ya yo cuento con prácticamente el derecho de tierras con socios allá de la comarca, y el mismo representante me dio el título de socio ayudante, no, socio fundador del Llano Project. Y sí, la idea es que la gente del pueblo pueda trabajar con nosotros como guía turístico.
Awesome, thank you.
¿Nos puede contar un poquito cómo funciona el proceso del camping digital? ¿Cómo va a funcionar? Porque en el momento estamos acá en Australia y no nos podemos irnos a Panamá. ¿Cómo es que podemos digitalmente tener la experiencia de tu idea genial del camping digital? ¿Nos puede contar un poquito?
Bueno, la idea original es mucho mejor en persona, obviamente, pero por Zoom o por cualquier plataforma en la que decidamos hacerlo, es conversar con diferentes comarcas de Panamá, dependiendo de qué sesión queramos hacer en el momento, y poder hacer conversatorios con los mayores representantes de la comarca, que nos van a mostrar su estilo de vida, su vestuario, su preparación de comida, y hasta cierto punto, porque hay cosas como las molas no se transmiten afuera de la comarca, y mostrar ciertos videos, incluso shows en vivo aquí por Facebook Live o por Zoom, show en vivo de los bailes tradicionales, de los rituales como la toma del cacao, que es muy especial en Nopo, y se espera una recaudación de al menos $5,000 por sesión.
Thank you. Thank you.
Super. Mr. Oscar, do you have any question, any feedback for Jamal?
Well, more than a feedback, I was just along the same lines. And since we're all in Spanish, I'll translate again, go back into the SAP, okay? Así que lo que te iba a decir era precisamente eso, la coordinación con las autoridades locales es importantísimo al trabajar con la comarca. Nosotros en AMPIME hemos estado trabajando, bueno, este año ya hemos ido por lo menos 10 veces a la comarca, trabajamos muy de la mano con la comarca Nové-Buglé y también con otras comarcas. Recordemos, en Panamá hay 7 etnias diferentes, así que yo te incluyendo la nueva comarca Naso recién creada, así que yo te diría que trataras de ampliar un poquito, como un consejo, el espectro en el tema digital, sobre todo para hacerlo mucho más interesante. Existe una comunidad muy buena que te puede servir de ejemplo, probablemente la conoces, la comunidad en Veráquera, que AMPIME ha estado apoyando abiertamente en los lados del lago Llano, y yo creo que hacia ese área te puede servir de ejemplo de cómo ya otras comunidades otras comunidades ya de diferentes comarcas, de diferente etnia, pero algo parecido a lo que tú estás creando sin la parte virtual. Y creo que tu gran diferenciador va a ser la parte virtual, que puede realmente exponenciar como ninguna otra la oportunidad de presentar 7 etnias diferentes en un solo país. Solo ese es el comentario que te iba a hacer, porque ya la respuesta la diste, que sí, en efecto estabas trabajando con el cacique.
Muchas gracias.
Gracias, Mr. Oscar. So we have time for one final question for Jamal. Anyone in the audience would like to go for it?
If I could?
Yeah, go, Mr. Ronald.
Yeah, I have a question. I understand that you would need some sort of government involvement in this project. I'm not exactly sure how it works in Panama with land concessions and that sort of thing. So if you do need the government to intervene, have you thought about how to go about that? And do you have the contacts or the people that can do that for you?
Well, we don't have a personal contact for this minister. We have the public minister for the concession of the permission of an hostel, an hotel for the tourists. But yes, we need the government invest for best street, best health centers, and the idea is la idea es ayudar a toda la comunidad, y por eso necesitamos la inversión del gobierno para mejorar la calidad de esta comunidad. No sé si eso responde.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I think we got to the end of the 10 minutes. So what I will do right now is I will take all the judges right now into a room to do the final deliberation, then to select the best idea. So let me just organize that. Would you like to maybe give one final comment, Paula, while I'm doing the breakout room setup?
I'd like to first congratulate you on all such different ideas, and it just shows how there's unlimited opportunities. But what I'd love to see next is the 3 of you guys collaborating with each other. Like Jackie's platform could super help you, Jamal. And Rudy's device should 100% be part of your hotel. And that's what entrepreneurship is about us together collaborating to create an impact, to make the world a better place for everybody, for every industry and every community. And also, if everybody, all of the beautiful leaders that have donated an hour of the time today, and some of you even more than an hour because you've been working with me over WhatsApp and emails, if everybody could help each and every single one of them also succeed. So in the case of Jamal, we need some context in government. So please, Minister Oscar, help us. Make us introduction. We'll do the hard work, but introductions are everything, because we know that 78% of entrepreneurs succeed because of the network. And that's the beauty. That's one of the gifts of COVID. We're all connected online. So the sky's the limit of the impact. So please keep fighting, keep bossing your future, but remember to collaborate every day and make it a win-win situation. In Australia, we're very close to Asia, where we've got this way of doing business that it's long-term. through collaboration. And I think Latin America has a lot to learn from that as well. I know Latin America is very competitive. It's struggled a lot over the last few years, but if we collaborate, we can achieve more together and faster as well. If everybody puts energy together and shares the profits, the hard work, and so forth. But congratulations, and let's help each other.
Thank you, Paola. So let's go into the breakout room then. So you will see like a pop-up just to click accept, and we go into this room just to do the deliberation. For Jamal, Jackie, and Rudy, just wait patiently here. And Gladys, you just wait patiently. So we go and do the deliberation with the judges. It will be maybe 3-4 minutes, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so now. Okay, so we are coming back from another dimension. So let me see if everyone is here. I think so. I have Margarita, Ronald, Fernando. Where is Astrid? Oh, she's here, I think. Okay, so thanks God I'm not a judge, because I know it's a pretty hard thing to do. So I'm just the guy doing the logistics behind. So you guys have the hard job to select a winner, right? All of you guys are winners, but we have to try to figure out a way to select one winner for the program. So I think Paula is ready to announce it.
No, really, I also don't have the good job, and I have to, because guys, what you have has unlimited potential. Like looking at the way that you guys are rebuilding the economy, the travel, the tourism, the opportunities. And while we were backstage talking, we were just seeing how there's unlimited potential, but we all need to work on the structure and progress as fast as possible. And you guys saw us throughout the program talking about think big and start small. And as an entrepreneur, you need to take steps forward every day. Tweak your logo, tweak your finances, try again a different technique to convert a client. And you'll be able to achieve all of your goals and impact in your community, but also around the world. I want to see each and every single one of your ideas succeeding. And the panel of judges in the back were asking to see the progress. So now it is my responsibility, along with Lewis and the Academy Fitness team, to make sure that you guys have success today, tomorrow, next week, next month, because we'll be coming together. And who knows, maybe we can have this face-to-face in a few months together, where we can fly and all meet in a beautiful location in Latin America, with clean air, in a camping experience, buying lots of digital and face-to-face El Salvadorian products. We'll combine all three ideas. So the winner of today is Rudy. Rudy, we loved your idea because you have worked very hard on tackling every single one of the points that we've given you, on having the team, working on the technology, the scalability, the next steps, on supporting the economy in Guate, bringing in, creating jobs in Guatemala, but also expanding the product around the whole world. And we know that oxygen and also the economy of algae is so important for the whole world. It's one of the most important components of nature is algae. It cleans our oceans and it cleans our air, which we know that it has a side effect on our mental health, on our productivity, our creativity. Fresh and clean air is so important. So congratulations, Rudy, and congratulations for Yamal and also Jackie for participating. Jackie and Yamal, contact me straight away. We will be mentoring not just Rudy, but also the two of you guys, because it's our responsibility to make sure that you guys succeed today and forevermore, so we can achieve all of our goals. And congratulations, Rudy, for winning first place.
Yes, actually, I didn't mention, but like one of our end goals is to democratize drinkable water. Also, as well, like here in Guatemala, there's a big company called Ecofiltro. I'm sure Ronald has heard of it. I'm really friends with Philip Wilson, which is the founder. So what we're thinking is that if we scale the filter to another part of the world, by one filter that you can buy of us to clean air, you can democratize water here in Central America. Not only in Guatemala, we can give these filters for free to poor communities on urban areas and rural areas as well, so that they can have access to clean water to drink, which should be one of the highest priorities of a human being.
Thank you. And I forgot to mention, as part of the prize, you get a $16,000 course to study here at Academy of Entrepreneurs. You can do it online from Guatemala or move over to Australia for a whole year. So we can bring you in for a 1-year visa for you to study and 100% focus on your business. And also I would super suggest, I will take you with me because I go to Southeast Asia almost every week. So once borders are open, we can easily expand. And I'm very connected to Grameen, the microfinancing, and we have algae farms over in the Philippines. So we take people out of poverty by building algae farms. So we can have that operated over there as much as Latin America as well. And then I've got a couple of connections in Silicon Valley that are very interested in investing into your idea. And I've just sent you on your WhatsApp a PhD alumni from Academy of Entrepreneurs, but also from the University of Wollongong, and she specialized in algae here in Australia at the Wollongong University. So we have an army to make it successful very fast.
Yes, I hope this becomes, you know, like a big Central American unicorn. And hopefully we go reach the moon with Oxifuse. Thank you.
Love it. Thank you. Well, the moon is getting really close with all the billionaires flying out into the space. You can go beyond the moon soon. Thank you so much. And congratulations, Your Excellency, also Ronald, for having Guate as the winner. Guatemala, go Guatemala. And thank you, Margarita and Oscar, for supporting us through Panama. Thank you so much. And thank you, Astrid, and our dear Werner that couldn't be here with us today from El Salvador, that super supported me from the beginning when I was presenting the idea, and he worked with Lewis on making it all happen. So thank you so much. Thank you also, Fernando, for logging in from Australia, who's been supporting us from day one of all of our projects that we've been doing to create an impact and solve all of the problems in the world. And thank you, Gladys, for joining us as well from Circa. Thank you so much. Thank you.
If you let me, please, still 1 minute, just for really quick. Just want to say to Yamal that we have your cell phone. We will call you on Monday and arrange a meeting to help you out with your idea as well.
Thanks, very thanks.
Amazing, amazing. So let me just take maybe a final picture. So if everyone can have the camera on, I just take a final picture, and then I'll send it also afterwards, alongside with the video recording of the session. Okay, so everyone can smile just for me 1 second. I will do it. Okay, all right. So thank you so much. I don't have words to express all my gratitude for all the judges, all the special guests, and for all the thousands of students that participated in this program. And you guys made it for the final 3. And Judy, also congratulations. But as I said, as Paula said, Jackie and Jamal, we will also keep supporting you because your ideas also have a lot of value. So thank you very much. Thanks everyone that joined on Facebook. Thanks for joining live. Stay tuned, follow us on social media. You know, we have more of these programs coming soon in Latin America. So we are here to change the world together. So both your future, and have a lovely Friday and rest of the Thursday for everyone.
Thank you, Margarita, Ronald, Rudy, Yamal, Astrid, Jimena, Gladys, Jackie, Oscar, Fernando, Carla. Thank you, everybody. Big hugs. Happy Friday from Australia. Bye.